Hey Libra, I hope you're doing well. This is going to be a general reading for the rest of August. Any information you need, you can find it in the description box down below, Libra. I do have personals open right now. It is a 3-question video reading. It's $33.33, but the turnaround time is longer than usual. It's a 7 business day turnaround time because I will be out of town. I just wanted to keep the option there for you all. But Libra, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's get into it here. Some of you may run into someone unexpectedly in the rest of August here. Maybe you're out doing your shopping, or maybe you're at the bank, or, you know, there's something about this here where I feel like you're going to run into someone. You may end up having a dream about this person, or they have a dream about you. I do feel like it sparks a little something. I'm not sure it's turning into anything within the remainder of August, but I do feel like it sparks something here for sure. I feel like some of you could have you could catch a person kind of mimicking your body language. I feel like they're trying to be endearing, but it's a little weird to me. You got the Queen of Wands showing up here. All right, Aries energy. I feel like some of you might have an Aries or a Capricorn who's not really letting go of you. Some of you, especially if you're in a higher level of commitment at this time, like if you're with someone, especially for those of you who are married or engaged to be married here, Libra, I feel like somebody is looking into that. I feel like somebody is watching with this. I know that's getting on somebody's nerves. It's getting on mine. Some of you, this could be a Taurus, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. But the Hierophant showing up on the bottom of the deck, higher level of commitment. Either, you know, it's in the works or it's already here and it's being observed, okay? For others of you, this could have to do with family, new structures, new routines, things of that nature. Some of you may even be signing some kind of contract in the rest of August, you know, at some point before August ends here. But Four of Pentacles is underneath this Queen of Wands. So I do wonder if for a lot of you there could be a person here who's not really willing to let go. But I also feel this energy coming from you of isolation. It's almost like you isolate and then you pop back out here, Libra. So I don't know what's going on with that, but you can see how he's like, you know, the buildings are small behind him, right? But he's like all up in the front. So he's a lot bigger, Libra, than the cities in the background, which could suggest that he's kind of isolated from a lot of people or from, you know, busy crowds and things of that nature. So I do wonder if you're kind of like taking time to yourself. You're stepping off the scene here. You're making moves in silence, whatever it is that you're doing. This Queen of Wands energy says that you're popping back out. Like, boo, it's me. You know, that's the vibe that I get here from the Queen of Wands. I do think that for some of you, man, a lot of earth energy. A lot of earth energy. I feel like there's this earth sign from the past, or some of you, this Aries or Leo, that has eyes on you here. I feel like you could be working on your stability at this time. Somebody can definitely see that. But Six of Cups is showing up here. This does often, you know, show up for a card of the past, whether it just means you're reminiscing on the past. And it's like I said, some of you, I do think you could bump into a person and it triggers some memories. There's something about that here, Libra. But it could be you reminiscing on the past, someone else reminiscing about the past. It could also be a past opportunity catching up to you. Maybe you felt like this was something that passed you by, but I feel like it is something that is coming back around. You have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position. Plans are changing, it seems. This is Capricorn energy too, but plans seem to be changing. Something like you thought it was going to go one way, now it's going another. But this doesn't necessarily feel like a bad thing. It doesn't necessarily feel like a bad thing at all. Queen of Pentacles being in the reverse position. I feel like some of you may have thought that something was sabotaged or lost, and some of you may find a lost item of some sort, but I feel like you may be in a position where you're thinking, an opportunity has passed, or gosh, this is going to go down the worst route. I really didn't want it to happen this way, but now it is. I don't think that it's happening that way. I feel like something is recovered with the Queen of Pentacles being in the reverse position, because, you know, in its upright position, it kind of seems like something is secure, solid, set in stone, you know, but it also at the same time feels like that's something you don't want to be set in stone. You don't want that to be the final answer, right? So I feel like Queen of Pentacles being in the reverse position is a good thing, because it's telling me that it's not the final answer. There's something more secure, more stable, more solid up ahead. There's something that's just like kind of coming in quietly, but the meaning is loud, you know, because you got the Hermit, right? The Hermit can be a card of isolation, withdrawal. It's sort of giving that same Four of Pentacles energy, but here in this space, it feels like you're more confident in what it is that you've learned throughout this period of withdrawing. Some of you, maybe you have withdrawn, you know, maybe it's just from socials. Maybe you've just kind of backed off from socials. Maybe this has to do with partying for some of you. Maybe you've backed off from that scene for a while, or, you know, for good. Some of you, this could be like a toxic job. You're like, get me away from that, you know. I want to pursue something that I'm more in alignment with, something that's, you know, going to provide a more uplifting environment. So anyhow, aside from all the examples, the Hermit does kind of feel like something coming in quietly, but when I say the meaning is loud, it's because you have this Ten of Cups energy here. You see the rainbow. Some of you, the rainbow might be a symbol for you. Like you might start seeing it when something good is up ahead for you, especially after a tough period in your life. But the Ten of Cups is a card of emotional fulfillment. So I love that this is showing up here, because it's telling me that, again, something's coming in very quietly, but its meaning is loud. Some of you, it could also be a person who's kind of popping up after this period of withdrawal, after this period of introspection and healing. And so they're kind of popping out at the same time you are. So you could be perfectly in alignment, and maybe you don't really see it at this time, but it feels like this could lead to something really exciting. Now, this Ten of Cups energy with the Six of Cups and the Earth vibes, I feel like there's something positive coming in for your family here too. It could have to do with a home or a child, but I feel like there's something positive coming in for your family. What else do we have here for Libra? Wow. Somebody might come at you with some conflict here soon. I wouldn't worry about it here, because it looks like you're sending it away. Three of Wands, it's almost like you see it coming from a mile away. This Three of Wands energy, it might be an Aries, Scorpio, Leo, but Three of Wands, he's sending something out. You got this Five of Cups. Can be a card of grief, sorrow, disappointment, loss. I feel like somebody could be coming your way because they've taken a loss. And I think that you are that loss. I feel like this person is feeling... because you got the Five of Wands here. I feel like this is internal conflict over the fact that you've been let go in a situation. Somebody may have felt like the grass was greener here, Libra, and it was definitely not, okay? So I feel like you could be sending someone away. I feel like you could be like, yeah, you know, thank you for that, bye-bye, right? That's the energy that I feel some of you in here. But for the most part, I honestly see in the rest of August, you know, you kind of popping back out after a period of isolation. It may not be for good that you're out there again, but it does feel like you could be like checking in with people. Maybe you're doing something you love, connecting with new people as well. Seems like something might trigger a past memory, likely bumping into someone here. Some of you, this could also be a scent, a familiar smell in your space that might trigger a past memory of this Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, whoever, right? Pisces for some. But yeah, something else that seemed to be set in stone. I'm feeling like it's not set in stone, but that feels like a good thing because you didn't want it to be. It feels like you wanted a change there. And then I'm also seeing that something kind of comes in quietly, but it's going to mean a lot. Its meaning is going to be very loud by the end of August. So that's what I'm seeing here for you, Libra. I hope that this was helpful or fun or whatever you needed it to be. Details are down below for anybody who's interested in personals. This is a 3-question video reading. It's $33.33, but the turnaround time is 7 business days because I will be out of town. So if you're interested, the option is down there and available. But if this is where we part, Libra, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, and hopefully I will see you next time.